give it to a couple people. I'm going to be dropping a lot of keys, a lot of nuggets on here to, bring to the entire team in multiple different ways. So I want to thank you guys for obviously, hopping on the call today. I just committed to a 2-month tour these next 2 months. I'm going to be hitting multiple different cities in multiple different areas so I can meet every single one of you guys. And I think my biggest thing is, making it worth it for not just myself, because I'm already making good money, but I want to make it worth it for every single one of you guys that are on the call today. So I'm going to drop some key nuggets about what it is that we're doing, how we're going to lead these entire events, what I think should be the standard. That way we have a certain standard. I know there's certain locations I've gone to, we've had amazing and massive events, and some of them have been small, events that have gone bad. So guys, understand that I now only like to travel to certain areas that have about 50 plus actives. And the reason I do that is because you have to be deserving of it. And number two, it's actually worth something to go to. So I want to record this call and I want to kind of showcase to you guys something that I've had on my mind for quite a while. And I want to showcase to you guys the power behind events. Earlier today, I was supposed to head over to Canada, and it did not happen. I missed my flight, right? But life is 90% of perspective and not what actually happens to you, only actually 10% of what happens to you. So I wasn't too angry because I knew I had a lot of, things that I needed to do. And I wanted to give you guys the power of promoting, right? So real quick, I'm going to showcase you guys some of the things that have been on my mind. Number one, guys, I want you to understand first, before I get into the art of promotion, the power behind events, right? Events are key, guys. The network marketing or this business was built to the billions of dollars, just all based off of events, right? Online is cool. We can build as much as we want online. The difference is you can build offline way faster. You can build a team. You can hit Platinum 2000 offline way faster than you can online. That one-to-one interaction can never be replaceable online. So the biggest thing I recommend to you guys, and I encourage every single one of you, if you have not thrown a home event yet, throw a home event this coming week or next coming week and have your upline or me help you out. I'll be glad to help every single one of you guys out with a home event. I actually have a how to throw a home event video that we'll be able to provide to every single one of you guys. That way you can go out there, you can grow, you can learn and start throwing your own home events, guys. The second I started throwing my own home events, I started speaking at my own home events, was the second that my income went from, $150 a month to $2,000 a month, right? So it's very simple. Person in the front of the room is usually the person who's making the most amount of money. So guys, I recommend go to watch my how to throw a home event video if you haven't thrown a home event yet. If you guys are already throwing home events, you're already setting yourself up for success. So the next thing I want to talk about is throwing events before the big event, right? So on this tour schedule that I have, I've talked to some of you guys about some of the places that we're going to, and just more or less some of the places that I'm kind of headed towards, right? New Brunswick, New York City, Danbury, New Haven, Miami, Florida. Figure out where you guys are here. I'm going to be hitting up every single one of the top leaders in every single location so we can have flyers set in stone 2 weeks or a week prior. That way we can have a lot of people actually start promoting and start building this entire thing up. And that's why I delegated this call. I delegated this call to the majority of the people that are actually going to head over to the events and that are going to be promoting the events. But I also dedicated to the average person that wants to go out there and throw their own home event. That way we can go out there and help you guys launch that entire market. So number one, let's talk about throwing events before the big event. Guys, if we're coming to your location, if it's me and Kiani, if it's me and Elias, if we're all coming to your location, we're going to film you guys, right? We're going to have people, right? We're going to have videos made for almost every single location that's on here. So that means every single person that is going to be on this will have their own video. That way they can post on social media and they can start building up themselves and building up their brand. That's the first announcement that I wanted to make. So number two, the next thing we're going to actually focus on with this entire thing is, like I said, promotion. Promotion is huge, guys, right? You do not want to mess up the promotion. Promotion is absolutely the key to network marketing, the key to making millions of dollars in this world. It's crazy. Mike Tyson's promoter made 10 times more money than Mike Tyson ever did. Boxers' promoters make 10 times more money than the actual person. Floyd Money Mayweather, right, his promoters makes 10 times more than Floyd Money Mayweather. People don't know that, right? So it's like the art of promotion is so big when you're building this entire business, right? So number one, the flyer should be promoted. Like I said, guys, if you're in here, we need to figure out a location for some of the certain areas, have that locked down, and let's start focusing on getting flyers done their first week or the second week right before the event. That way we can start promoting it. And let's start throwing smaller events. So let's say if I'm going to Connecticut this next up and coming week after Canada, Connecticut, I've been noticing, has already been throwing events consistently, right? On a consistent basis, every Tuesdays, every Thursdays, right? So when I head out there in Connecticut, there's already momentum building up to the big, massive event. So when we go out there, we start filming, we start doing massive events, start talking to people, they're gonna pack out rooms with over 100 plus people. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just throw one big event and expect a massive shift in momentum. It does not happen like that, right? An event, massive momentum comes through consistency, commitment, and culture, the 3 C's of what I always talked about in network marketing. Consistency with a system, commitment with the events, and the culture that you guys are building. So in order to have 100, you guys see it on Facebook and Instagram. You see it sometimes on some of the chats, dude. Some places in Trinidad, or David Amitier is throwing a 2,000, 3,000 person event in Dallas, Texas. You know, in France, there's a 10,000 person event. There's a 1,000 person event in Slovenia. The reason there are events like that is because every single person is throwing their own home event, and they meet up every once a week or twice every single time a week to throw a massive event. So how that would work is, imagine this real quick. Let me give an example to Connecticut, because I know a couple people on the call are from Connecticut. If you're not, I'm going to give you a prime example. Let's say I'm from Connecticut. My friend John is my friend Johnny. No, let's say Jerry. Jerry's from Connecticut and Mary's from Connecticut. So I'm throwing an event on Monday. Mary's throwing her event on Tuesday. Jerry's throwing his event on Wednesday, right? And we're top leaders. Let's say we're all making $600 or more, and we're all throwing down at our own meetings, right? There should be multiple different meetings going on, multiple different times a day, multiple different events going on all throughout the day. That's what happens. And then at the end of the week, let's say it's a Sunday or a Friday or a Thursday, everybody comes together from all different parts of Connecticut, and they throw one massive event. That's our goal. That is what it is that we want to focus on as leaders, right? So if you're not there yet, start small, guys. How did my first event start? With 3 people in a room. That's it. Nothing more, right? I brought 3 of my best friends over. I did the call. I did the event by myself, and I had Chris Terry and Jason Brown hop on a Zoom call to close out my first ever event, guys, right? So understand, you just got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Let's start, if we're going to your location or your area, start throwing multiple small little events to lead up to the big event. That way, everybody's going to want to come through and get involved with it, right? Really, real quick, I know Canada, we have their event on Sunday. Massive event. I'm super excited to head out there to grow with the New Brunswick team. And then on April 10th, we have the New York City, right? New York. If you're near New York, or if you do not know about this event on April 10th, you're doing yourself a disservice. Get yourself, get your team, and any people that you know in New York or anybody else to the New York City event on April 10th. You need to, guys. And the reason I'm saying this is not just for your belief, right? Because I've gone to 1,000, 2,000 plus fucking opportunity calls. But you want to know something? Every single time I bring a newer person or I bring somebody else, it increases their belief. And people will only follow you. You will only do what it is that you do. If you're going to the event, if you're being disrespectful, if you're talking, if you're out in the hallway, if you're like eating, leaving halfway through the event, if you're not taking it seriously, other people think that's okay because they look up to you, and they're going to do the exact same thing. And if you have a sloppy, right, presentation or a sloppy way of doing business, that's just going to duplicate. That's just the reality of what we live in today, right? People don't follow what you say, they follow what you do, right? So guys, please, if you're going to go all in and want your people to go all in, you can't just boss you can't boss your fucking people of what to do, right? This is network marketing. We're all supposed to be working together. If you want to be a leader, you need to lead by example first in order for everybody else to come and listen and do what it is that you want to do. So if you're in New York, please go to the New York event. Danbury and New Haven, we already have those events getting set up in stone. And Sacramento and the Fresno and Bakersfield, Los Angeles, San Diego, all those events are being put into play right now. I'm actually going to talk to Juan and Mario for a little bit right after this call. But that's one thing I wanted to just kind of put out there for the entire team, for the East Coast team. Next thing I want to talk about is I want to run a training right before this massive event that we start heading out to. Every single, event, whether I'm going to Sacramento or I'm going to, any place in California or any places in Connecticut, guys, the day before the event, if you're a leader and you have people on your team, we want to run a power hour or a training, an invitation training, to make sure every single person is utilizing and taking advantage of the opportunity to go out there and promote this entire thing. How do you do that? Right before the massive event, you run a training or a power hour, right? And what I say by this is give 1 hour, have everybody come over to your house, right? Teach them the invitation. If you guys do not know what the invitation is, I have an invitation video here on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. You can go check it out, right? I'm going to quick invitation real quick. It's an 8-step process, right? Be excited, be busy, clear someone's schedule, right? If they ask them for their opinion on something, compliment them, demonstrate value, have posture, conviction, have a great frame, and be in a rush and have urgency and book and confirm. So I'm going to give you guys an example. If you're having trouble right now promoting to people, if you're having trouble getting people at events, if you're having trouble getting people on calls, I'm going to give you guys a quick training right now, real quick. What's going on, Sally? I'm super excited and actually really busy right now, but I wanted to know what it is that you're doing later today at 6 o'clock. Are you free at 6 o'clock later today? Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, John, what's going on? Yes, I'm free at 6 o'clock later today. Okay, cool, Sally. Well, I really wanted to get your opinion on something. I just got involved with something that has to do with trading. I'm working with like 6- and 7-figure earners, and I'm not too knowledgeable on any of this stuff, but I really wanted to get your opinion on it because I knew in math, you were super smart. So I would really love for you to kind of tell me what you think about this entire thing, because I'm not too sure about it, right? You're asking her for their opinion, right? An opinion, everybody wants to give their opinion on something. Right? You demonstrate the value behind what it is that you have. They want to learn more, right? Have posture and have frame. She's going to be like, well, yeah, maybe, okay, it's going to be later today. Then I'm going to invite her. It's going to be later today. I have a meeting with these guys at 6 o'clock. I already invited you to it. I already told them about you. Are you going to be able to make it? And she's going to be like, well, what is it? I need to know more information. Listen, Sally, I'm in a rush. And like I said, I'm super busy. So I just need to know if you're going to make it or not, just so I can confirm it to them. Please don't make me look bad. Bang. Stress the urgency and book and confirm. If they say they're not free at that time at 6 o'clock, or they come up with some excuse, you you clear their schedule in the beginning. You ask them, what are you doing later today at 6 o'clock? They said nothing, then they can't use that as an excuse for them not to come to the event. If they start making up something, oh wait, I just remembered I have to go do something. Okay, cool, yeah. Then you'll be able to figure that out, right? So that's the biggest thing, clear someone's schedule. The fortune is in the follow-up, guys. And what I'm saying by that is the second that you guys book and confirm somebody coming to the event, you need to follow up with them. So let's say I'm inviting from a week from now someone to an event. I'm like, all right, dude, you have to make sure you come to this event. I use that exact strategy. And then let's say I use a different strategy. There's multiple different strategies. Matt Rosa has an amazing invitation video. I have a great invitation video. You can find multiple different invitation videos online and use every single one of them, right? It's really up to you. Or you could be super genuine, right? But the fortune is in the follow-up. So once I invite somebody and I confirm that they're coming, I message them, right, 3 days before the event. And I just follow up with them, man. I talk to them. I ask them what it is that they're doing, right? I still build that relationship. I follow up with them the day before, then the same day, 2 hours before the event. That way, I make sure that they're still coming to the event. I'm like, hey, Sally, I want to make sure that you're still coming to the event. I'm actually going to pick you up later today. That way I could help take you to the event, or we could go together, right? So we can go to this meeting thing. So that's the entire thing. You want to push the envelope when you're bringing people to a home event in person. Or if you've already piqued enough interest, they already know what this trading thing is. If you have somebody skeptical, bring them to the event, because their skepticism will die, right? Some of the most skeptical people in this entire business, right, have turned into multiple 6-figure earners. I was the most skeptical person in the world. You told me about an opportunity or this thing. What I wanted to do was just give up. I was just like, dude, I'm not going to that. Screw that. Like, whatever it is. I showed up to the events. It took 15 minutes to close me, to actually get me signed up in the business, just because I didn't believe it was real, right? So that was due to my own insecurities, my own perspective, right? And I'll say it. I'll admit it, because I don't care, right? Because I don't have any more insecurities. That's what it is. But, right, bring all the skeptical people. Bring everybody as you can, right? Whatever it is, you need to incentivize people, right? To get started in this entire thing. Yeah, guys, please mute your mic. Just to respect everyone else. The next thing you're going to want to do after you learn the invitation and you follow up with people, guys, the key is to master the numbers game, right? Network and affiliate marketing, when it comes to these events, it's all numbers. Attack your lists, right? Who's on your list? I, to this day, have my own list, right? I have a list of people that I'm still currently talking to, a list of the leaders that I'm currently talking to online and offline. And I follow up with them every week. You know, I follow up with them every second week or third week of the month, just because that's what business we're involved in, right? The fortune is in the follow-up. People on average need about 5 follow-ups in order for them to get involved with something. 5 follow-ups. So if you're not following up with the people in your business, you're literally doing yourself a complete disservice, right? You're literally hindering your own success because you guys are not following up with anybody. So go out there and follow up with every person that you've ever talked to before now, right? Let them know that what I used to do, dude, I would pull the friend card. I was literally like, it's crazy because I used to do this. I was just like, listen, man, with all due respect, you know, we've been friends for a while. I just really want you to hear this out as a genuine person and as a genuine friend, right? If you don't even want to come check it out, it's cool. But come check out this trading thing that I'm working with right now. And if you're looking forward to do it, cool. If not, cool, dude. It's not going to affect me, right? I'm out here looking for an inner circle mastermind group, right? Understand this, guys. They need you way more than you need them. That is the reality behind building your list, behind inviting. Do not get scared. Do not get like, oh, I don't know if they're going to show up or not. Don't, guys. It's your life, right? At the end of the day, we regret the things we didn't do, not the things that we did do. So attack your lists. Your warm market lists are people that you know, right, that are pretty close to you, right? Maybe a couple acquaintances that you've been involved in, been talking to is the biggest thing, right? So can you guys hear me? I heard somebody say there's no sound.
Nah, we can hear you good.
Dope. Okay. Okay, cool. So the numbers game, attack your lists. You have your warm market. Okay, so there's 3 different types of lists, or 3 different types of people that you're going to talk to. Your warm market, your hot market, and your cold market. Your hot market are people that are flaming hot. They're people that want to get involved in the business. They're people that have been asking you questions. These are usually family members, people that you have that want to talk to you about it, etc. Your closest friends, that's your hot market. These are people that will get involved with you just because you get involved with it. Right? I have people like this in my business, right? Every business I've gone to, they've gotten involved just because they understand what I do is sometimes valuable and they want to be a part of it, man. So that's your hot list. Then you have your cold list. No, and then you have your warm list. These are people like acquaintances, people that you know that you could get interested in the business. You just got to go the right way about it. So your warm list, guys, I encourage you to attack this list for these events this week, in the next coming 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, just because this is going to be the event that's going to accelerate your entire business. The only reason I'm doing this event is for me, guys. Right? I don't need to be doing these events. I don't need to be traveling. I'm already making $30,000 a month. Most 21-year-olds would be okay with that. But I want to do this to help everybody here win, right? The reality is, haven't had sleep last 2 days, missed my flight. But like I said, I really want to actually genuinely help every single person in here level up, because I was that person that was a Plat 150, Plat 600, Plat 1000, wishing somebody would help me get to Plat 2000, Plat 5000. So I want to give this to you guys, right? Attack your warm market lists, attack your hot market list, and attack your cold market list. Cold market lists are maybe some people that you'll meet online, acquaintances online, maybe people that you've met offline that you're talking to randomly at a store. Learn how to cold market. You can find that on YouTube. You can find that. Just start pitching people randomly. You know, if I'm going in a coffee shop, it's a lot easier to cold market than sometimes a warm market. Why I'm saying this is because your warm market, you actually care about their opinion. If I go into a coffee shop and I see somebody, a random kid, you know, talking about, you know, his job and him hating his job, I'm going to go out there and be like, yo, what's good, bro? What's your name? My name's John. Okay. Spark up a conversation and pique his interest behind what it is that he's doing. If he hates his job, I'm going to ask him what it is that he's doing, why he's doing it, right? And then after that, he's going to ask me what I do. And then I'm going to just pique his interest. I'm going to tell him how I'm trading, how I haven't worked a job in over 3 years, etc. right? That's cold marketing. I just built a random relationship with somebody else. And if he says no, he doesn't want to get a part of it, it doesn't hurt my feelings, guys. Right? When I first started this business, when I wiped out my hot list or my warm list, I didn't have anybody else to talk to. I talked to random strangers on the street. Why? Because it helped me build up my character. It helped me build up, right, my social, the way that I socially communicated with people. So if you can't do it, have somebody push you to do it. I had an accountability partner. Find an accountability. I can't even say that. I'm sorry, guys. Accountability partner, right? Find somebody that's going to hold you accountable every single day, right? Without that, you guys are going to not push yourself out there. I have an accountability partner. Me and Chris hold ourselves accountable all the time. If he's messing up, I'm telling him, dude, you're fucking up, right? And then he'll get back on up. Right? If I'm screwing up, right, I'm getting late on calls or I'm doing something, he's telling me straight up, you need to take responsibility, right? We hold ourselves accountable. And that's what you guys need to figure out. Hold yourselves accountable, find an accountability partner that you can work with, and that'll push you to attack your list. That'll push you to get to the next level. That will push you to become more competitive with each other. Your list is your treasure map, guys. The people that you're talking to, right, is your treasure map. Right? It's your treasure map to a six-figure income, right? J. Paul Getty said all he did was he talked to 6,000 people. 6,000 people. Out of those 6,000, right, I think it was 1,000 people actually got involved. Out of those 1,000 people, right, I think 300 people actually were building the business. Out of those 300 people, right, what was it? I think it was 100 people actually made a lot of money. Out of those 100 people, 12 of them made over 6+ figures. And out of those 12 people, right, 4 of them helped them become a multi-millionaire with his team. So if J. Paul Getty talked to 6,000 people, right, you guys got to talk to a bunch of people as well. I've gone through the same number. Guys, I'm not anybody special, dude. I'm a 21-year-old kid. I had a 2.3 grade point average in high school. You know, I wasn't the smartest guy in the world, but the biggest thing that I understand was work ethic, right? I just spoke to a lot of people, right? And you're going to find those people, needle in the haystack. I've gotten more no's than any other person on the call. That's the only difference. I've probably gotten more no's than everybody. But the difference is I never took those no's as a no to me. I took that as a no to them, right? Because maybe they were not ready in their time and stuff. And it's crazy because all the people that said no to me when I was like just Plat 600, Plat 1000 are now in the business. They're now getting involved. They're now messaging me, John, how do you do it? John, mentor me. John, do this. John, do that. And it's for me, it's like, cool, no, I can't give you that attention anymore because I have other people that believed in me when you didn't believe in me when I was making $150 a month. So understand, guys, I'm no different. Only thing I did was attack your list. Your list is your treasure map. And I'm going to give you guys the statistics and the numbers. Out of every 10 people that you actually invite into a home event, a meeting, a Zoom, or a webinar, only 2 to 3 people will show up. So if you want to get a team of 12 people or hit Platinum 600 your first day off your first event, or actually, you know, hit Platinum 600, get 12 people involved your first day, what it is that you think you're going to have to do. You're going to have to invite 40 people to an event. 40, because only 3 to 4 will show up. Out of 40 people, only 12 will show up. If these 12 people show up, right, because sometimes people, you know, when you invite them, they have things that they have to do. They have excuses. People say they'll come and they don't come, right? But 2 to 3, I guarantee you will show up out of 10. And if you do the numbers right, if you invite 40 people and 12 people show up, you're making now an additional $600 a month. And if you teach the exact same to duplication at its finest, you teach the exact same 12 to do the exact same thing, and that duplicates to all invite 40, you are now making an additional $2,000 a month. You do that one more time, you're now making an additional $5,000 a month. Network marketing is very simple, right? It's not easy, but it's very simple. So, one second, guys. People are like, unmuting your mic. Okay, cool. So, the next thing I'm going to talk about, here, let's see if I can get this guy. Guys, can you put your mics if you're coming in? I just want to give a lot of this to you. Okay, so the next number is in network marketing. Out of every person you enroll, 3 people will be lazy. I'm gonna tell you, out of every 10 people you guys bring into the business.
Yeah, bring on chat.
What? You guys please mute your mics. Okay, so out of every 10 people in your group, these are only like general numbers. These might not be completely accurate numbers, right? 3 of them, I don't want to say will not be good because that's not actually them will be customers or won't do anything. I appreciate it. Yeah, discipline is key. 10 people that you talk to, 3 of them that you enroll will only stay as customers and or will not build or do anything with the entire business. So why I'm saying this is just from experience. 3 of them will not do anything or just stay as customers, and that's cool. We want to have a lot of customers in our business. What I noticed in my business is that I have 3 customers that have stayed as a customer for 3 months or longer. They usually are the people that are getting massive results through trading, and then they want to build a business later, right? A loyal customer is a business builder in the making because they get results from the product and they get blown away. 3 of them, the next 3 will be okay. These are people that want to be able to build a business. They want to be able to grow it. The only difference is maybe they can't, or they have a limiting belief, or they're like lazy, or 3 of them will be okay. They want to do it. They're just, unfortunately, they're allowing their own selves, they're holding their own selves back. Now, the next 3, right, will be good. These are good leaders. These are like sub leaders. These are people that are going out there, helping do the trainings, helping do the events, right? They're people that show up to every single meeting. They're people that want to grow. They want to learn, right? Maybe some of them are not hindering that action, and maybe some of them are, right? These 3 people, these are up and coming leaders. These are up and coming, mentors. These are people that you need to harvest and grow with and stay around, because these people are going to be the people that are going to be leading your entire business in the long run. So with these guys, they're up and coming, right? They're not there quite yet, but these are people that you want to invest your time and effort into. And then the last and final person in this entire 10 people you get involved will be that ace. He will be the person that will hit $1,000, $2,000 a month. So what you guys want to do is, right, if this is out of 10 people, if you have a team of 40 people, look for your 4 aces, 4 or 5 aces, right? How many aces are in a deck of cards of 52 cards? 4, right? So look for your 4 aces and start working with those guys. Those guys are your foundation and your group, right? So in order to find your 4 aces, guys, you're going to have to go through building a team of 40. But I guarantee you guys, it's probably one of the funnest things ever. Like, who you don't believe will probably be an ace is actually turns into an ace. It's crazy. I've witnessed it myself. So last thing I want to talk about is trainings after the event. I want to start throwing maybe trading trainings or marketing trainings, all based off of certain markets, whether they're focused on trading or they're focused on marketing. We'll throw certain different type of trainings delegated to every single event. And last and final thing, guys, FamBam, right? What is FamBam? Set up after every single meeting, promote the next meeting, promote the next time that everybody else is going to meet up and show up, right? That way you have people held accountable and you have a proper system together, right, guys? That's like the biggest thing when you guys are building this entire business. So that's what it is that I want to thank you guys for, definitely finding out the art of promotion, guys. I'm going to give you last couple of details. And what I did when I was building the entire business in the long run was what I was doing at Southern Connecticut was we were texting people, right? I was texting 10 people a day, right? 10, 20 people a day sometimes when I was building the entire business, when I was promoting, right? Another thing is I was inviting 10 to 15 people a day to events. We had an event every single day. We had flyers, guys. We printed out flyers in college and we would hand them out to people and told them to come to the event, right? And told them that we would entice them. We would tell them there's free food coming, right? There's free pizza, right? We would tell them that we're giving away $100, right? And that's what we would do when we were closing events, right? When we were closing events, we would tell them, right? We would tell them we'd give away $100 to the person that gets started right now and entice people to come and get closed, right? Now, how you guys run all your events are a lot different. I would definitely, guys, what I've noticed is the more professional events are, the higher the income earners are. This is just how it is. If you go to a David and Amitié event, every single leader there is wearing a suit, right? And not to be intimidated, but the thing is not to be very intimidated to the younger crowd, but every single person is wearing a suit, right? Every single person is very respectful. And I noticed that at a David and Amitié event. And you know what? The David and Amitié has made tens of millions of dollars in this industry. He's somebody that I look up to as a mentor, right? Now, what I noticed about the other events, because I've gone to great events and I've gone to bad events. There's some events where I've gone to where it's unorganized. People are not showing up on time. People are like cussing each other out. People are just, there's no slideshows like that. That's not, the income will match your work ethic. Your income will match the value that you're providing to people. There's other places and other events that I've gone to where there was music playing, right? They had a DJ, right? There was a projector. And I know some of you guys have probably been to those events, right? There's a projector, there's all these different types of things. There's actual systems, right? It's very presentable. It's very professional. And what I noticed with those events is they'll attract more people. They'll get more people involved because people want to become a part of something that is professional, that they could not just attract the older crowd or the younger crowd, but everyone in the entire demographic, right? If you're doing an event, it's unprofessional, ridiculously unprofessional, you're going to unattract the professional people in your business. You want to know something? The professional people in your business are usually the most highest quality people. The most highest quality people have high quality habits. They have high quality habits and they get involved in your business. That tells you, number one, they're going to kill the entire business, right? They're going to probably hit 600, 1,000, 2,000 in an instant, right? And you hindered your own success by not allowing yourself to become, in order to attract aces in your business, you need to become an ace, right? You need to. An ace with trading, an ace with marketing, whatever it is. Guys, you need to level up as a person to attract other people of higher caliber to come and help you build the entire business. You will only attract what you are, who you are, what you think about most. That is the reality. When I was scattering around, when I was looking for people to sign up, when I was so in such a scarcity mindset, because so many of us are kind of introduced to that scarcity mindset when we're growing up, right? We're not thinking in abundance. We're thinking in scarcity, like, oh, who else can I sign up? I got the monthly subscription fee. I can't handle it. This and that. That's scarcity, guys. That's living in scarcity. You're just attracting more of what you don't want in your life, right? It's physics. It's quantum physics. This is proven stuff, guys. This is stuff that I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, who's made tens of millions of dollars, right? Scarcity. You're living in scarcity. You're just coping with your own, you're victimizing yourself. Now, there's that person. While the other person looks at the glass half empty, right? The other person will look at the glass half full, right? They're looking at it. They're like, okay, cool. Yes, I have a lot of people that I need to talk to. I'm just starting my business, but you know what? I'm going to go out there and still kill it. And as many no's as possible that I get, the next one will be a yes. The next one will be a yes, right? Understand, guys, by the law of physics, the more no's that you get in a row, you're twice more likely to get a yes on the next one, right? Very, very simple. So look at everything in an abundance standpoint. Even today, guys, I've had stuff going on in my life like crazy the last 2 weeks. Lost my keys. Didn't have my keys to my own penthouse, guys. I've been having to call up my roommate to come in and out of my own place because we don't have a key. And I had to order a key, and I ordered it, and they still haven't given it to me, right? I don't have a key to my own place that I'm paying almost like $3,000 a month for, right? For nothing, right? It's crazy because I'm going on tour for 2 months, and it's literally a waste of money. That happened. I lost my wallet, which had my credit card, my debit card, my license, everything it is that I had, and over $700 in there. So that's another thing, right? I almost got a car stuck in San Diego. There's so much bad stuff that's happened to me over these last 2 weeks. It's weird, right? But at the same time, I'm still have that energy. I missed my flight today, right? So I still have that energy. I still have that positive mindset. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm being tested. But right before, right, the breakthrough or another breakthrough in life, you're going to be tested, right? So, everything is a test, guys. If you're getting no's right now in your business, keep building, keep doing what it is that you're doing. You're more likely to get a yes. And guys, like I said, the art of promotion is super huge, right? Master this entire thing, and it will help you make multiple millions of dollars, if not a high six figures. You're not thinking millions yet, think six figures. If you're not thinking six figures yet, think 1,000 a month or 2,000 a month. If you're not even thinking $1,000, $2,000 a month, think something smaller than 150 or $600 a month right now. Do that right now. Just think about it, guys. Think about it before that you go to bed, right? But let me tell you this, if you're not thinking big, you're hindering your own success, right? A big goal and a small goal take the same energetic magnetic pull to actually become a part of something. If I'm thinking big, if I'm thinking $1 million, or if I'm thinking six figures, it takes the same amount of energy. It takes the same amount of energetic magnetic pull in order for me to create that into my reality. In order to make that my vision, it takes the same amount of energetic magnetic pull for me to do that. So why would I think small when I could think big? So I encourage you guys, everybody think bigger, a lot faster. I'm going to hit up every single one of you guys for the events that we have going on. I want to help these flyers get out But like I said, the art of let's start hitting our let's start building this entire thing on an offline scale, not just on an online scale, because we've mastered the online scale. Now let's take this thing offline and start growing ourselves as people. I want to thank you guys, for hopping on the call. I know we're going a little later on extra, but like I said, guys, Devontae, I see some really cool guys on here. Jakar was on here earlier too. I've been seeing, Jessica on here, Lexi's on here, Mario's on here, Nick's on here. I see a lot of great leaders on here. So if you're brand new, welcome to the team. You're just getting started. Like I said, go through the pin post, and thank you for hopping on the call. You guys. Peace. Mark Fiona is also on here, guys. Peace.